Welcome to the Radiant Life with Tatiana. I am your host, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create the best life possible. I'm a master mindset coach, breathwork facilitator, and a passionate little Latina who loves sharing the magic behind your subconscious mind and energetics. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, learn all about spirituality and manifestation, and to be inspired in making a change to embody your best self, you are in the right place. My goal is for you to see and unlock your limitless potential, to have the tools to break free from the chains holding you back so you can create and live your most radiant life. I am so excited to have you here listening today. Now let's dive into today's episode. Hello, loves, and welcome back to another episode of The Radiant Life. I'm so excited to have you here to share my story of how breathwork completely changed my life. You guys know that I've been on this personal development, inner growth journey for several years now. I mean, it's like what I do, obviously. But this modality, this technique, this tool was, like when you're like, something's missing, like that missing puzzle piece. This was it for me. And when I had that like realization, when I had that first experience, I was like, oh, wow, all the pieces came back together, right? So I had heard of breathwork for some years now, and honestly, like not gonna pretend here, I wouldn't say judged it, I just questioned it. I was like, why do I need breath work? Like, I breathe every day. Like, what? Like, I didn't understand, right? I was uneducated on it. Totally normal. It's not a common thing. And so back in January of 2021, before I went through my Reiki training, I experienced a breathwork session, and I was kind of like nervous but excited. I was like, oh my God, am I going to go like to space? I don't know. I had no idea what to expect. I mean, I've heard of Wim Hof breathing, and it can be like intense, right? So I went, I had no expectations. I really had no idea what was going to happen. And when I got back, when I ended it, like I remember in the middle of the session being like, holy shit, this is like mind blowing. I've done so much mindset work, but this takes it to a whole other level. Like I literally felt high on life from my breath. Like I went home that night with my sister and Evan, and I just remember sitting on the couch looking at them, and I was like, my body is still like vibrating. Like I just felt the cells in my body like tingling, like that energetic release. I don't even know how to explain it. Honestly, when it comes to breath work, I really tell everybody you just need to have an experience for yourself. And at the end of the day, every experience, every session is a different experience. But I want to share this with you guys. So breathwork changed my life, and I'm going to share what breathwork is here, and like why you should do it, benefits, how it not only like benefits or not benefits, changes that I've noticed within myself. But yeah, so let's just get into it. So what is breathwork? Let's start there. So you guys know I'm big into meditations, and I think it's great. Meditating helps you calm down, could take control of your thoughts, bring awareness. You can tap into energy to manifest all of these amazing things. I like seeing breathwork as an active meditation where you can bring your conscious focus to your breath. Because sometimes I will say meditating can be hard if you're a person like me that is like go, 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 like squirrel brain, lots of energy. Meditating, it just may take me longer to get into a meditative trance state. And what I found is that breath work, by putting my focus on my breath, allows me to calm down and get more into that meditative state way faster. So if you feel like your mind is constantly racing, or you're always thinking, always have a to-do list, you feel like you're always on the go, 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 always hustling, you struggle slowing down, sometimes you forget like your thoughts, you struggle to maybe like make a decision with a clear head, maybe give breathwork a try, because that was me, because you're on this rat wheel, right? And so breathwork, like I said, can be seen as an active meditation, and it's essentially like a method of breathing where we are using a continual breath work pattern to break down energy, emotions in the body that may be stuck in our systems. So as we go through life, we have experiences, right? Some are emotional, some are like stressful, some are anxious, overwhelming. And if we don't fully process these emotions, whether it's, failing a test or not getting into the school that you want to do, or having a failed launch, or going through a breakup, or a parent's divorce. Like, those are all significant emotional events. And if we don't fully know how to process those emotions, which many of us don't because society does not teach us how to, those emotions get stuck in the energy, right? I mean, stuck in the body. Emotions are energy in motion. So that means we have stuck stagnant energy in our bodies from emotions, memories, trauma, energy, what you name it. Yeah. So through breath work, we can allow our bodies and our systems to release and heal on a cellular level. It literally gives our systems the ability to process, like allowing our bodies to take control. Our minds are always in the driver's seat. Breathwork allows our body to do it, right? And it's so cool because through breathwork, you're able to bring your body into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is like that calm state where most of us are in the sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight, constant stress, just by being on our phones, our tasks for work. Like, we're not meant to be there. So we're able to calm down, focus on our breath. And what beautiful things can happen there is healing, transformation, awareness, and different perspectives. You're able to see the situation you're going through, whether it's work, relationship related, whatever it is, in a different light, with a different energy, through a different lens, where you're not attached. Feel me? Like, it's just so transformational. Breathwork literally is a way to heal, release, and transform. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this, because I'll share in a minute here, like what shifts and changes I've experienced, but I believe everybody needs to do this. Everybody needs to incorporate this. Why? Because we're all human. We're literally living in a fast-paced society where we're addicted to our phones. We constantly have that like instant expectation to have something in our hands. We struggle to slow down. We don't know how to fully process our emotions. We're constantly with the stresses and the fast pace. And breathwork allows you to slow down. And if you feel overwhelmed, anxious, stressed all the time, you are not alone. Our society is feeling that collectively. And because of that, especially with technology in our phones, we have become more and more disconnected to ourselves, to our bodies, to our intuition, our truth, our connection to God, source, the divine, whatever it is you choose to call it. And what happens is that this disconnection causes us to avoid the feelings, the emotions, the memories, the thoughts that we're like not sure how to process fully or deal with. Coaching is great. Therapy is great. It's a lot of mindset work. But what I found is that it needs to be tied in with the body, because I preach mind-body connection, right? And the mindset work is great and the body work is great because we want to make sure we're not holding on and storing things in the body. Because when we do that, it creates a sense of overwhelm and confusion and frustration, and we can't see things through a clean lens, right? So breathwork, why this is so important, why you should be doing this, because it's amazing, but it allows you to slow down. It allows you to learn how to connect with yourself, your breath, your intuition. You get to breathe out all of those worries and stresses and tensions. And it's a way to fully like release, right? You guys, if you hear me, I preach, you must feel in order to heal. We can't release and let go until we feel it, right? So how has breathwork changed my life? Oh my God, in so many ways. So a fun little story. So I did that breathwork session in January 2021, and I had been hearing about it. I don't even know. It just like kept coming up into my world. And I don't believe in coincidences, but I believe in synchronicities, right? Like everything happens for a greater reason. And if something keeps showing up in your life multiple times, probably a sign to look into it. So I looked into it. And I don't even know what happened. I was like, I'm just going to get on this call, ask for more information. Like I really wasn't expecting anything. I'd done my research on different programs, and this one I felt pretty called to. And so I got on the call, and it was great. And this was like the first time where I felt like a true conversation of my analytical, logical mind and my intuition and soul speaking to each other. It was so weird. So I'm on the call. And my soul is like, yes, 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 do it. Sign up. Do it. And my logical analytical mind was like, why? You are already a great coach. You are a coach. Who do you think you are? You're going to be a breathwork facilitator now? You know, the ego coming out because unknown territory, it's uncomfortable, there's uncertainty, right? That's when the ego comes out. So I remember her telling me the investment, which was like, I knew it was going to be an investment, but it was definitely was more than I expected. And I had to she offered, putting down a deposit because the price was going to increase. So I remember being like, okay, hold on one second. Let me just give me a second. I don't always like making decisions right on the moment, but I remember running out of the bedroom and into the kitchen where Evan was. And I was like, this is what do I do? What do I do? But in my soul, my heart, I knew I was going to make the decision. It's just I just needed to tell him for some reason. So I get on the call and I'm like, okay, we're putting the deposit down. I hung up the phone and I was literally like, why? What did I just do? Why am I doing this? The program didn't start till October. I signed up in June. And I was just like, you know what? Let's just go with it. Either way, it's the deposit. It's not the full amount. But I just listened to my soul, my intuition. And I'm really glad I did, because fast forward, July, I came home from my Costa Rica trip. Evan and I broke up. End of August, I moved out of the house. I was traveling till my apartment opened up. And coincidentally, not coincidentally, in a synchronistic way. See, it's not a coincidence. It always happens for a greater reason. You just don't know it. But when you look back, it all makes sense, right? That's why I don't believe in that. But anyways, the week I moved into my apartment, first time living alone, going through a heartbreak, I started this program, a 6-month intensive program. And I was like, okay, I guess this will be where my focus is, right? This program, I don't want to say saved my life, but it kind of saved my life in the sense of it taught me so much, and it gave me the place and the space to fully just heal. I was going through such a heavy, hard time that I didn't really show a lot on my platforms and talk about, because it was just so hard and heavy. And I was able to fully heal not only that breakup, but things from my past, from my parents, from previous relationships, from guilt that I had built up inside of me. And so how it changed me, it allowed me to connect more to myself, my body, my soul, my spirit, my emotions, and my thoughts. It allowed me to slow down and connect more into my intuition. I've done meditation for years, but I was able to get out of a breathwork session feeling lighter, feeling free, feeling more calm. It was just an experience I had never experienced before, right? And I then became obsessed, obviously. But it's so funny because every time I went into a breathwork session for about the first 2 to 3 months, I would feel resistance. And that was just my ego coming up with all the excuses, this is so unproductive. Oh my God, this is a waste of an hour. Oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. Because I'm not going to lie, you guys. It's called breath work for a reason. There's work in it. About the first 5 to 10 minutes, it feels like work because we don't consciously focus on our breath. Usually that's our unconscious minds doing that. And so it can feel uncomfortable. But let me tell you, when you get past that 5 to 10 minute mark, your body takes over, it becomes automatic, and you go into this trance-like meditative, blissful state. And so I always leaned into the resistance, knowing that it was just uncomfortable. But on the other side, I would feel so much better, so much lighter, and so much happier that I did it. And as I continued to do the sessions, because this program was really big on being the student for the first half of the program and really embodying it, which I loved, I noticed I was releasing so much baggage, so many worries and tensions, so much emotion that I had been carrying around for years, things that I wasn't even fully aware about after all the mindset work that I'd done. And there were some sessions where I didn't say when you do breath work, you emotions come up, right? And you can be like, why am I crying? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Your body just needs to release it and just let it be, right? Instead of our logical, analytical, judgmental mind coming in and trying to figure it all out. And I realized as I kept going and going, I was gaining more clarity in areas that I was seeking answers to. We always pray or we ask these questions, but we don't sit in stillness to receive the answers because we're constantly go, go, go. And it has completely shifted the way I show up in my life. I feel calmer. I feel more connected. I feel and sense energy a lot more. So like being connected more into my intuition. I have more awareness. So like I have more control of my thoughts and of my emotions. So instead of collapsing into the sadness or the fear or the guilt, whatever I'm experiencing in a day, the anxiety, I've learned to feel into it, not judge it, not label it, just be with it, breathe into it, and then it passes. I've connected to deeper parts of myself, my inner child, the parts of me, I have a part of me that doesn't feel good enough, a part of me that doesn't feel worthy, and really doing more of that release and healing work. And I've healed so much on a deeper level, things from my past, and released so much. I feel so much lighter, which has then allowed me to discover the answers that I was seeking, allowed me to connect back to myself, my truth, what I wanted, which allowed me to then connect back to Evan. We're back together now while you're listening to this. So the breakup was hard, but it served a bigger purpose. I had to do my work. I had to heal, and I'm a different person energetically. He is too, and so our relationship has a new energy to it. And it would not be here if we didn't go through the breakup, and it would not be here if I didn't. I don't believe if we would be here if I didn't do breath work, because it truly healed and let me do so much. There's going to be a podcast with him to explain all that. Maybe it's up now. I don't know, depending on when I share this. And I've been able to connect to my future life, envisioning what does the next year look like for me? What does the next 5 years, 10 years, my desires, my manifestations? And I can tap into the energy of that, because manifestation isn't just like why you want it, what you want and why you want it. It's tapping into the feelings, the emotions in this moment before it's in your 3D reality. And it's allowed me to tap into that energy so much better and so much faster. And I just feel so good. I just feel so much better, you guys. Maybe you can notice the different shifts in the way I'm speaking now or showing up online. It's changed my life. It truly is. And I became obsessed as a student, and so obsessed that I was like, I need to get this into more people's hands. More people need to experience this profound shift and transformation in their lives. I want you to have this too, because you're not meant to be living in a constant state of survival mode, constantly stressed or anxious. It's become our norm in our society, but we're not meant to do that. We don't deserve to be living in the chains of the past holding us back from past emotions, beliefs, thoughts. We deserve to be free of that and to be living a beautiful, happy, peaceful, fulfilled life. That is the meaning of life, and that is what breathwork has given me and can give you. So amazing. A few other benefits to breathwork that I just want to share with you guys now that I'm here. So obviously it helps reduce stress and anxiety. It helps you connect with your emotions to feel, heal, and release. It revitalizes your organs, reduces toxins in your body, because we're literally over oxygenating all of your cells. And there's literally studies that show this, how what is it called? MRIs or CAT scans of people in breathwork or people in deep meditation, how they're not only reprogramming their subconscious mind, but their genetics, it's called epigenetics, and the cells in their body. It provides an energetic release. It deepens your relationship to your body, to your higher self. You feel more energized and mental clarity. So then again, you can make decisions with a clear lens. It just taps you into your intuition and giving you access to your higher power, and just releases anything that has been trapped or stuck energy in your body for years. I've guided plenty of sessions for this certificate with many men and women, and everybody has had profound experiences, whether that's feeling energy for the first time moving through your body, maybe that's having a breakthrough moment, an emotional release. I mean, my experience has been amazing, but to see it help others, it's amazing. It's amazing. So that is how breathwork has changed my life. I'm obsessed. If you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, go do that, Tatiana_Kuto, because I share, different breathing techniques, but you can see the shift in my platforms. And I'm obsessed with it. So I just wanted to share my journey with breathwork, how it shifted, what it is. I know I talk about it a lot, and I hope now you feel a little bit more educated on it. I am incorporating this now into my clients, my coaching programs, even my group coaching program, Embrace Your Radiance, because it's such a great tool to add to the mindset work. And there's like 2 different styles of breathing, a shorter session and a longer session. Longer session is where we go a little bit more deeper, more of the release work, where the shorter session can be, helpful to get rooted in your day, maybe more relaxed, or maybe you need more energy. There's just so many different ways to do this. So little update on me, how it changed my life, what I will be doing now moving forward when it comes to my services. And if you're like, okay, I need to get this experience, I need to experience this, please allow yourself to. I do plan on, depending on when you're listening to this, maybe I'm already doing it, hosting a free breathwork session, a group via Zoom once a month for you to kind of dip your toes in, see how it feels. And I will be creating some packages for group work, and I do have some one-on-one packages to help you with wherever you're at, or we can focus on there and figure out what best type of breathwork session and techniques and patterns work for you based on where you want to go. So if you're interested in that, if there's, I'm going to put some links in the show notes below. Make sure you're always staying up with me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. My email list, like I always just give you guys updates when I'm hosting sessions there and whatnot. And I did create a breathwork freebie. It's like an 8-minute breathwork session or breathwork download that you can give a try in your home. So I will try to put that in the show notes below for you to download it. And let me know what you think. Let me know. Send me a DM, send me an email. I love to talk about this. This is definitely a concept that's becoming more known, but not enough people know it yet. And I'm here to help you, help guide you so you can have this shift, this like enlightenment, this excitement, this freeness too, because like you deserve that too. I think I just said like so many times. I just am so energized because I love this. Anyways, this is how breathwork changed my life. This is what it is. This is who it's for. This is why it's important. And I'm just so excited and grateful to have you here, have you a part of my journey. Thank you. I love you. I'm so grateful to be able to share what I'm learning, what I've gone through with you, and having this be a safe place for me to share that with you. And hopefully one day you will give breathwork a try and be able to have your own experience that can change your life too. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. Make sure to tag me in any posts that you share. I love and appreciate you so much and cannot wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out and radiate your light into the world.